What's good, people? So, this topic of this video is preparing for a long trip on a scooter. First things first, if you're in a hurry to get somewhere, don't take a scooter. Scooters aren't that fast. Manufacturers like to push out, oh, this scooter can go up to 65 miles an hour. But they're probably actually on the slower side. They're probably off by 5 to 10 miles. So especially going up hills and slopes. So rethink taking a scooter if you're trying to get to this place quickly. So the first thing you need to do when preparing for a long trip is to plan your routes ahead of time. It's great to take a trip when you don't need to go anywhere in particular. However, if you do, the best thing to do is to use, one of the greatest tools to use is Google Maps. Google Maps is a great source for planning your routes. You can choose where you're starting from and as well as your endpoint. You can even take away all freeways because I do not recommend riding freeways on scooters unless you have a maxi scooter. The second thing when preparing for a long trip is to plan for gas stops. You have less range than a car, so it's really important to watch out for the long, huge distances between gas stops. However, scooters do get a lot of miles to a single gallon. However, you gotta understand a gas tank on a scooter is a lot smaller than a gas tank on a car. We're looking at a scooter holding 1 to 2 gallons of gas, while a car can hold 13 to 20 gallons of gas. So that's something you definitely need to watch out for. Third is to break up your trip into reasonable periods, reasonable chunks, and prepare yourself, because driving hundreds of miles a day not only can get really boring, but very physically taxing, unpleasant, uncomfortable. Your body, your back, it starts to ache and becomes very draining. The fourth is pack light and right, people. You don't want to overpack and be uncomfortable or be slowed down by too much weight on your scooter. You also want to keep your scooter balanced. If you're using a rack of some sort to store your gear or anything that you're holding on to, it's better to use webbing than a bungee cord. So that's my recommendations on that. And then the fifth and final one is to prepare your scooter. Check any issues before you get on this road for this long trip. That is everything. Cables, oil, nuts, bolts. Make sure everything is tight, and make sure it's riding well, because the last thing you want to do is have to do any repairs on the road. But if you do, it's also be important to keep any a small toolkit with you, and maybe some spare parts like a spark plug or just small things like that, just in case if you were to have to do these kind of little repairs. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Thank you for watching Ramen on Wheels, and I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.